EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for June 23rd, 2020. A continuation of the hot and humid conditions today is expected. Actually, might even notch up a few degrees hotter than it was yesterday, even though some areas did breach the 90-degree marker, came awfully close to it. I do think more areas are going to be 90 or above today, and I think we're going to be in that 90 to 93 window as far as high temperatures are concerned. Very humid ahead of this cold front. The cold front is actually situated way back here, though, so it's going to be, all this activity that's going to come in later today is going to be way ahead of this front. If this front was a little bit faster, it would affect more of our region with some strong to perhaps severe thunderstorms, but I don't think that's going to be the case. And the highlighted area today for the best chance for any stronger storms are going to be right in here. Further east, there will be an opportunity to get some thunderstorms here, but by the time it gets outside of that circle and further east, it's going to be past dark, and I think it's going to be more garden variety leftover storms here at that point. So could be some gusty winds with some of those storms here in central PA. But I do think it's going to be rather isolated because we're just poor timing with this frontal boundary. Here's a look at the NAM high-res future simulated radar, and this is starting off here at 7 p.m. So this is kind of late in the evening. This is after dinner. This is going to come in. So this is very similar to last night where we had some storms come in, and then they just kind of ran into a brick wall here, and then just lost a lot of the shear. There wasn't enough shear present for them to keep going, and you lost the daytime heating at the same time. And this is going to be a very similar situation here. But we do have some opportunity for some scattered thunderstorms here during the course of the evening. So this is between 6 and 10 I'm showing you here. So there's not a lot of, there's a lot of activity here shown, but then it just, once it gets past into late evening here, you're really losing a lot of that instability, and it just doesn't really get too far. So I think your highlighted areas here are going to be, again, same areas that were hit yesterday. So central PA counties, once it gets further east, you could have something survive a little bit further east here to the eastern side of the state of Pennsylvania. I don't think New Jersey, but does get to the eastern side of the state. It will be in garden variety here at that point, and that will be closer to midnight, kind of late evening and midnight time frame. But this area out here in central PA could have some stronger storms today until this moves through. And then once it does, the cold front itself is not going to move through until Wednesday morning. So it could be shower or storm overnight as well as that front moves further east, although the NAM doesn't really think so. But then we did leave an isolated or a stray chance for a shower or storm in the forecast here for Wednesday. NAM says, I don't think so. There's nothing there. There's a little bit of stuff here in western Pennsylvania here in the evening that just falls apart. So I really don't think there's going to be too high of a chance here, just a stray chance of a shower or thunderstorm here on Wednesday. But Wednesday, the humidity is going to be lowering as the front goes through. So we're going to be 90, 91, 92, 93-ish today. And then once we get into Wednesday, we're going back into the middle 80s with lowering humidity. And that temperature is going to be in the middle 80s here for Thursday and Friday as well, it looks like. So a little bit cooler, if you want to call it that. Mid-80s is still quite warm. But the big difference is going to be the lower humidity expected through the end of the week. This is actually a mini trough here. Not one of those big troughs that we've had back in the spring here, but you do have a trough that's sitting here, bringing in those somewhat cooler temperatures, if you will. Again, it's still going to be in the middle 80s, but just a lower humidity is going to be definitely welcome. And this goes through the end of the weekend. Really nothing going on here at all. Once we get to Saturday, that trough lifts out, and we're right back to near 90, your upper 80s to near 90 degrees here again for Saturday. It does look like a dry day here on Saturday, and then on Sunday, a cold front's going to be off to our northwest. It's going to come through the region. It could touch off what looks like to be an isolated thunderstorm, an isolated shower or thunderstorm here on Sunday. But still, again, remaining quite warm, upper 80s-ish. And then the same thing here for Monday in the absence of precipitation, though. So we should get back to partly to mostly sunny skies. Maybe some lower humidity again because the frontal boundary is coming through on Sunday, so lower humidity a little bit. We're going to stay on the warmer side, upper 80s to near 90 here again on Monday. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for June 23rd, 2020. Have a great Tuesday.